Wow, what up, y'all? It's your boy DJ Rooster back at it again for some more Rooster Talk. Yay. Back in it. Fun fact. Did y'all know that your tongue, they tell you there's different parts of your tongue that you could, taste sweet, sour, spicy, and all that. You know that was a myth. It's not true. They told us that at school. Hey, I went to school years ago, you know what I'm saying? But so, I don't know if they're still teaching that, but that shit wrong as hell. But, welcome back to the channel, everybody. As y'all know, there's a lot going on in the world of basketball. WNBA's kicked off. Playoffs, man. Cleveland Cavaliers. Oh man, buku people lost money. God damn. I didn't. But listen, I stayed away from this game. No, I did take the Cavs -4.5. But whatever. We're not here to talk about the general basketball. We'll save that for the end of the video. But y'all already know my Pelicans. We just hired Jamahl Mosely. Yeah. Oh man, I am. First I was like, yeah. Then I learned more about it. I was like, you know what? I was like, no, this is a really good hire. This is exactly what the Pelicans needed. Now the Pelicans are actually going to be a legitimate team going forward. Being a Pelicans fan is so tough. But the toughest part about being a Pelicans fan is dealing with the downfall from the fans and the media, and recently the last few years, the media especially, who have so much influence on the team, who spew so much nonsense because they don't know basketball. We went to all, like I say, y'all check out some other videos. Be real against Pelicans fans and Pelicans media for crying so much about problems that weren't actually problems. I know I am in a vast minority when I say Willie Green should not have been fired when he was. The team was in turmoil. We would have been at least in the play-in if we would have just kept Willie Green. Every single Pelicans fan finally turned off, about that. But like, if you understand basketball, and not just basketball, just how systems work. There was way too much chaos going on with the Pelicans. We had a new roster. We had new rookies was working in. There was, if you want to fire Willie later on, sure, but there was way too much going on. The main reason why our team was losing is because we was hurt. But then once you fired Willie, he got healthy again. We kept losing because Borrega is so garbage, and he was playing 5 freaking forwards in the starting lineup. I mean, that was a problem. Like, coaching wasn't the problem. The problem was, before coaching, it was health. And then, James Borrega, we had our point guard, Jose Alvarado, sitting on the bench, who's doing well in New York right now. Because, once again, as I've said many times before, ball handling and passing are the two most important skills in the game of basketball. But New Orleans fans are casuals, especially because it's a smaller market, and it's not a big enough market to get. Each fan base is all fan bases are casuals really, but each fan base usually have like a few dedicated like sports people that's like a voice, Like I said, when I was following Miami, this is dude, his channel's gone. You know what I'm saying? This is a dude that I forgot his name, bro. I used to watch him all the time, but I'm mad I don't remember his name. But like with each fan base, there's like a few dudes, like Golden State. You have one Jim Parks, he's other than his Kaminga hatred, say he's good at analysis. Uncle Alchemy, like Alchemy here. New Orleans don't really have any like real analytical like sports figures that really know what they're talking about. So the big part of our issue happened with the team. Every single Pelicans media personality, they bitched and complained because the Pelicans said, look, we're going to stay put in the trade deadline. They understand the team was good. It's like, we got a playoff team. They said, Injuries happen. We have turmoil. We don't have our draft pick anyway, so let's run it back and see next year. But the Pelicans media bitch to complain and whine. Oh, this not a player. This not a playoff team. Like, son, if you just do the freaking math, oh my God, man, they cried and bitched the Pelicans who weren't gonna even make a move. But because of the pressure from Pelicans media, the fans actually was cool with it because the fans, in this case, you know how I feel about the fans and for pushing Drew Holiday out and loving CJ. And CJ showed everything I've been saying. See these fucking playoffs, whatever they have to say about CJ. Like when you have a fucking two guard running the point, he doesn't get everybody else involved. A bad defender. Like I said, CJ was the reason our team was garbage, not Willie Green. I kept saying this over and over. CJ's the main reason. If you would have just put Jose at the point and run CJ at the 2, this whole team would have been better. Or CJ off the bench as the 6-man heater. But having CJ as your primary ball handler is going to fuck your team over. That's why our 4 quarters are so bad, because CJ is not clutch. Yes, Willie is a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I forgot to put my thing on not disturb. I got a phone call. Hold up. Oh, yeah. All right, so what's that? Pelicans fans, we agreed. Yeah. So the main problem with the team is they bitched to complain, and then we got rid of Jose, who was our best passer and our best ball handler. So you gave away the dude who had the 2, who was the best of the team with the 2 most important skills in the game of basketball. The ball is the most important object in the game. Handling the ball and passing the ball, the 2 most important skills. And act like Jose was a problem. You got Herb Jones running the freaking point, and Herb is a forward. He is not a guard. Watch my videos about guards and what you need to be a guard. There's a level of ball handling and floor awareness that you need to be a guard. Herb is getting there. I like working those skills into your tool set. But Trey Murphy, he's more of he's another one. He's a forward. He's not a fucking guard. Now Trey, over his last year, he's added more, guard skills to his game. But he's really added more enough handling to be more of a 2 guard. All these dudes add more 2 guard skills, you know what I'm saying, not really point guard skills. And Jose was the best floor general on the team, you know what I'm saying. So we had no floor general, we had no direction. So Pelicans fans, so I say all this to say, they attributed all this bullshit to Willie Green. And then for some reason they don't Borrega, garbage. But no Pelicans, but there's not a single Pelicans media, like you can watch it. There's not a single one who said what I just said. None of them. Because they don't know fucking basketball. None of the Pelicans media know basketball. After the Jose trade, I stopped watching all of them. Because none of them know anything. And then, because Willie Green was actually playing the center. He played DeAndre Jordan, he got ridiculed. It didn't really matter what Willie Green did. Just some fans just want to get rid of him because they don't know basketball. Everything they blamed Willie Green for, it was fucking CJ's fault. It was CJ McCollum. But once again, casuals don't understand the importance of a point guard. And New Orleans it's a small market, and there aren't really too many, in-depth people. So they're a bunch of casuals. So none of them really understand the value of a point guard. So they bitching and complaining and they think CJ is so great, but CJ's a 2 guard, masquerades a point, and that fucked the whole team up. And he did that specifically to pad his stats so he could make money. He said this in interviews. He was like, his leadership style is to teach people how to make money. He's like, I'll teach the youngest how to make money. And he did this to get a contract. See, I know how to get a max contract. He got a max contract from the Pelicans because he forced the Pelicans to put the ball in his hand so he could pad his fucking stats. So he could get paid. And that's your leader. People kept calling him a leader. He's not a freaking leader. He doesn't care about Wayne. He cares about getting this paper, and he's teaching. Look at what happened in Atlanta. All I heard from Atlanta fans, I'm reading the comments to them, and they said the same thing. But the Kill Alexander Walker, all them dudes, they're just selfish. They're trying to get that paper. CJ taught them how to go get their fucking bread and not how to win games. Because CJ don't know how to win. But Pelicans fans, you know, and media, they look at this dude and think he was actually good here. And they don't understand point guard play. They don't understand we need a center. So you got 5 forwards running out here. Derek Queen's not a fucking center. You got Jeremiah Fierce starting, who's good, but he's not a point guard. You got Jose, who's a fucking point guard on your your motherfucking bench. Jose, honestly, Jose is the most valuable player on the team. Jose and Sadiq Bey. Like, they were the 2 best players of the team all year. But you get rid of Jose for no reason because of the media. So I bring this all back to say, now Pelicans media are saying Jamahl Mosely is another Willie Green. So that's why I had to go to the backstory of why Willie Green wasn't as bad as he was. Pelicans fans just don't know basketball. Pelicans fans and media, like Pelicans sphere. Like the bearded man locked on Pelicans, don't know shit. Buku media, don't know shit. The other dude, there's 2 dudes that like, I think Lido and like another light-skinned dude. They know some shit, you know what I'm saying? But like, not much. I said I just stopped watching because I just listen to these people influence the team in negative ways. That's why I say all this, because these bad IQ takes affect the team. They would not have traded Jose if it wasn't for people. But this is water, bro. I'm thirsty. I be talking and shit, but look, y'all know me, I'm the MC and shit, so I always use my voice. Whenever I make the videos, I always tell myself not to get too excited. I really want to present more like I'm presenting this. But then once I get in front of the camera, it's kind of like a mic. Once I get the mic in my hand, there's something about being on stage with the mic in your hand. You become it's not a whole different person, it's more like you just kind of in the zone. I don't know, it's hard to explain it. It's hard to explain it. The mic is power. Something about that mic in your hand. Something about I want to turn the video on. A lot of stuff I say and how I want to conduct myself on camera just kind of goes out the window. So it's a give it a take because it's more natural, but but the algorithm doesn't like it as much. The algorithm likes more of a structured thing because, people. But, it is what it is. But anyway, coming all the way back. So they're comparing Willie Green to Jamahl Mosely. Because first of all, and it was just dumb as shit because really, a lot of the discourse it seems like because he kind of physically looks like Willie Green. I don't know why the fuck Darvin Ham or Rajon Rondo's name was in a mix. I don't even know why Pelicans fans even fuck with Rondo like that. But Rondo fucked us over first. Like, him and Anthony Davis effed us over to go jump on LeBron. I don't understand why Pelicans fans don't hold that against Rondo. So fuck Rondo, dog. Because if Rondo wouldn't have left, don't get me started. LeBron stole Rondo and AD. He gave the Pelicans organization an ultimatum, some shit like that. So he pretty much gave him a bad deal that he knew the Pelicans were going to turn down. So he did a whole shady shit to go join up with LeBron. So I don't know why the hell Pelicans, once again, Pelicans fan and media shit don't make no sense. Now, I think a lot of the media didn't really, the Pelicans media was split on Rondo. But a lot of the fans wanted Rondo. Hey, look, Rondo, for our team, we need an experienced coach. And that's what Jamahl Mosely is. Willie Green was a young coach. That's why I don't get it. What's the comparisons? As I say, I get excited. All right. What's the comparison between Willie Green and Jamahl Mosely? They think because he's a defensive-minded coach, I guess. But like I say, at least with Willie Green, our defense was decent for most of his time here. But under Borrega, our defense was trash and our offense was garbage. So, and we got the pieces, the talent. There's talent on the team. I don't know how any logical person can look at the Pelicans roster and think this team is bad. I can understand dumbass, casual fans who don't like to watch the teams because, they don't know shit. Most people don't. Basketball is a sport where there's the least amount of knowledge about the sport. You know what I'm saying? Because basketball is like the most complex of the major sports, contrary to popular belief. Because nobody actually knows the rules. Nobody actually plays it. Whereas football is easy, you know what I'm saying? That rules of football is very simple. Football is a very simple game to understand. Now the execution of plays and stuff, now that's more complicated. But as far as understanding what's going on in football, like it's way easier. Like, it's way easier to play a group, a 5-on-5 football team, and not argue about rules. Like, when's the last time you argued about rules in a pickup football game? The basketball is so complicated. Like I said, nobody can agree on the fucking rules. Every park has different rules. And one of my most hated rules is some people play if you call and one, and it's you all know the and one or five. You have to either call and one or five specifically. You know, most of the places where I ball, I don't play that cheap ass bullshit. Like if it's a foul, it's a foul. If I call foul or if I call and one, give me the foul. So, oh, you gotta call and one. It's like if I call foul and I make it, cheap. Garbage people need cheap rules. I'm like, so why you need cheap rules to play like fair? Like I don't need a cheap rule to get the ball back, bitch. D up and get it back. It's a foul. Like give me my foul. Give me my foul. I can't stand that bullshit. So I didn't went all the way around. Hey, that's why we're here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have time steps down in the middle, so you can skip around. You know what I'm saying? In the description and in the comments. So, hey, make sure you like, follow, subscribe, you know what I'm saying, on all the good things. If you want to see more about basketball ramblings, and pick my brain a little bit. So, yeah, Jamahl Mosely and Willie Green are nothing like. And the fact that Jamahl Mosely is a 20-year veteran who is what we need for this team. But all I'm hearing from Pelicans fans, he's another Willie Green. He's another Willie Green. But Pelicans fans, y'all can't even diagnose what the problem of the team is. If somebody asks you why the team was bad and you didn't say it's because we didn't play our center and the point guard, then you don't know fucking basketball. That's the only reason we were bad. And injuries early on. Injuries and chemistry building for that first half. And then once the chemistry go, they fired Willie Green right when the fucking, niggas got healthy. Derek Green didn't even have a damn off season. He was hurt. And it was, like I said, Willie Green played DeAndre Jordan. And like 40, 50 games later, when they finally put DeAndre Jordan in the game, he produced. The point guard, the center, because here's the thing. Point guards and center work best with each other. We was missing so many lob connections because we wasn't running the fucking point guard. Wasn't running the fucking center. Oh, I'm sorry, dog. That was the problem. And Willie Green was forced to fucking start CJ because CJ forced the GM to put him as the damn point guard, where CJ should not be the main ball handler. CJ is not a winning player when he's the main ball handler. He can go post up in that fucking corner or be a secondary creator. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, when he shoots off the dribble a lot of times, he does this running shit where he leads in and he puts way too much force. He would do that so much in the wall at that leaning jumper. Like, nigga, go sit in the corner and spot up. Shit. He dancing all this, and he's gonna get buckets. It looks good, but CJ was the problem. Not Willie. So when they say Jamahl Mosely another Willie Green, they don't know what they're talking about because they don't even know what Willie Green was doing. Now, once again, they don't know what Willie Green was doing bad or wrong. They just see an end result and just attribute all that to the coach. There was no actual logic or reason. They didn't really look at the X's and O's, what the fuck's going on. They just say, oh, our team's bad, it's got to be the coach. It's weird as hell. Like I said, our 4 quarters were issues. A lot of that was on CJ. Once again, CJ. But also, that was a problem with Willie Green. He wasn't a great coach. He wasn't elite. He was okay. He was learning until he was a young coach. But that's a big difference. Mosely ain't a young coach. And that's why Borrega's garbage. I said, Borrega, you old as shit, and you doing this garbage ass shit. How you been in the league? You got fired from Charlotte, and Charlotte's garbage. And you got fired for actually being garbage because you didn't run a fucking center. And I don't understand how you could just not run a center or a point guard and think Herb Jones could be your motherfucking point guard. It's like that's a dumbest. And I'm gonna watch Jose. I hate the Knicks. I got a fucking root for the Knicks. That's another reason I'm so pissed off at the trade too. Not only you trade our best player, and yes, Jose was our best player because best player is most valuable, the player that can produce the most value. Jose is one of the best passers in the league. I said most people don't know basketball. Watch the mother effing tape. Some of the passes that Jose makes is just most niggas in the league can't make those passes. So they look, oh, he's short. But he's also a good defender. So I say this, as long as the coach can recognize the shit that I'm talking about, then he's going to be fine. As long as you can see a point guard. Because Jamal Murray ain't a fucking true point guard. You know what I'm saying? And he's a name. Once again, New Orleans are very casual fan bases, so they look at names. For the time that Jamal, from DeJounte Murray has been here, from what he showed, Jose has showed he's a better player. But not a single Pelican fan will tell you that Jose is a better player. They'll talk about his energy. So yes, his energy is good. But I don't give a fuck about that. I do a little bit. I care about the production on the court. That's why I fuck with Jose. And because he's a point guard. He's a true point guard. The most important position. Ball handling. Passing. He was our best ball handler. Our best passer. Jose, don't turn that motherfucker over. Like, son, I cannot stress enough. And this is all related to the coach. Because, once again, fans don't see everything I just said. Fans don't see that. And that was a real problem with the team. So instead of attributing that to the fucking point guard and a center, but it's once again because Jose was hurt a lot too early on, and so it's tough because a lot of times when CJ would be hurt, Jose was also hurt. And that, if we had Jose for the playoffs, we would have done way better. So we would have beat the Lakers. In that last game, we definitely would have beat the Lakers. But Jose being hurt at the end cost us. So Pelicans fans, just watch the game with a different kind of eye. As I said, I have a videos. Maybe I always push 18 roles, 18 basketball roles mandatory for success. If you understand the 18 main roles that you need for basketball and how each position is a condensation of roles, you are compressing. You are compressing roles. Role compression. You take a bunch of different stuff something's supposed to do and you wrap it into a thing, and that's what a position is. So you have a player that does this. Your point guard, your ball handler, decision maker. Jose had the highest IQ on the team. And the fact that you can't recognize this means you don't know enough about the game. And now we here, the small but mighty group we have, that's why we're here, because we understand about the game. We understand the shit that you need in order to succeed. You know what I'm saying? Leave the team alone. We didn't have a first round pick anyway. Don't even make no major trades. Honestly, we really should trade Bryce McGowan. Giving Bryce McGowan, this team's so dumb. And the fans loving the Bryce McGowan trade. It shows like they don't understand how basketball works. Bryce McGowan is going to be a good player. He's the one we should have traded instead of Jose. And we should pack him and Peavy, package him up if we wanted a pick back. Because he's going to be a good player. He has a good build. He's a good stereotypical casual. Like casuals will look at Bryce McGowan and think, oh yeah, he's built, he's like long, athletic. Yeah, he seems like he'll be a good basketball player. He has his moments too. Like Bryce McGowan can ball, but he's redundant. We have Herb Jones and we got Trey Murphy. Where are you gonna play this motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? But that's because the Pelicans organization is stupid. They think Herb Jones is a guard, but he's not a fucking guard. He's a forward. Herb Jones ain't running your point. Now maybe next year, you know what I'm saying, in the offseason worked on it a little bit more because he's got a lot of experience doing it this year. So next year, yeah, you might slide him over at the point now. But they thinking Herb Jones is a guard, but he's not a guard. He maybe last year he's a forward. He's a slasher. He can run the pick and roll. He's a rebounder. He's a forward. He's a stereotypical forward. He does the shit the forward's supposed to fucking do. And so is Bryce McGowan. And he can score. And Bryce McGowan is a scorer. He's actually not that great a defender, but he could get better. So if you keep Bryce McGowan, so you got to get rid of Herb Jones because they're redundant. So either you hope Bryce McGowan improves his defense, or you hope Herb Jones improves his offense. But they're redundant. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to get rid of one of them. You got too many forwards on the roster. You still got Zion. You still got Sadiq Bey. So but no, we get rid of our only guard. We got 1 million forwards, and we get rid of our best guard. What the fuck? See, I love the guards. So New Orleans has some of the best guards in the history of the game. So New Orleans, we always say we're blessed with guards. You know what I'm saying? But the team never knows how to use them. Get rid of Chris Paul and the man of trade. But the team failed them first. Like the team was good, they traded everybody away to save money. I was working the Dome at that time. You know what I'm saying? The Mavericks had just won the Super Bowl. The Mavericks was the first team we lost to with CP3. We was the last undefeated team in the NBA. It was a back-to-back. I worked at the Superdome. We beat Dallas in Dallas, and then Dallas came here, and we lost. And that was we was the last undefeated team. And statistics show the last undefeated team goes to at least the conference finals. Organization traded a bunch of our players. You know, we some trash. And Chris Paul was like, all right, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Son. I knew he could be gone because like 2 years before when the Saints won the Super Bowl and Drew Brees was on that fucking float, I saw Chris Paul's face and I was like, son, if he don't win a chance, son, if he don't put a competent team, he's gone because he want that. He was looking at Drew Brees. I saw that look on his face. He's like, I want that. I want that. He didn't get it. At least got close. I don't know. I guess I'm rambling on. So man, I guess it's gonna be. I'll talk more about the Pelicans. I was gonna get into the other playoff games, whatever, but who knows? Like I said, I don't have internet right now, so I don't know how long this thing will take to upload. It took me like 20 hours to upload my other video. I don't know what was going on my phone. That shit was bugging. Like I said, I do not get it. But yeah, to wrap things up. Jamahl Mosely, great choice, great pick. As long as he can look at the team and understand the value of the players that we have and what roles they should be playing. And know that we need a freaking true point guard. I love Jeremiah Fears. It would have been great to have Jose alongside him. But I'm not a believer in, yes, I was talking about DeJounte Murray before I wrap up. I'm not a believer in DeJounte Murray since he's been here. I mean, he hasn't really shown that he's a legitimate, star level player for all the money he's making. And of course, we don't talk about Jordan Poole. You know what I'm saying? I'm having a good day. We don't talk about Jordan Poole. So, yeah, he kind of came on a little bit. That's what it is. So the Pelicans are going to be a really good team. Just go down the list. Sadiq Bey is a beast. Like, he should be our primary player, our primary scorer, really, our number one option. Zion has that versatility. He could do your team is usually better when your number one option takes a back seat. Like Golden State with Steph Curry taking a back seat to KD, team is better. Miami, LeBron D Wade being a better player, taking a back seat to LeBron. Yes, D Wade was a better player than LeBron. Yes. Especially looking at that finals. D Wade was high key the best player in that final series But even when Dirk winning the MVP, D Wade still averaged better numbers. He had better points. He defended better. He definitely defended better. D Wade was the best player in that series. Contrary to popular belief, D Wade was the best player in that Miami series, not Dirk Nowitzki. But the whole Mavericks team played well. Dirk has become very overrated after he's retired. It's like after players retire, people just start worshiping old players. They put them up on a pedestal and just start worshiping. People who worship humans, son, they're fucking human. Son, I'm worshiping these. I appreciate what they've done, but he's a human. Stop worshiping niggas, dog. It's weird as hell. It's okay to say he was a choker his whole career. He had 2 good runs in his side career. And that's good. I mean, he's still a Hall of Famer, a low-tier Hall of Famer. He's at the bottom of Hall of Fame. But people, Dirk, it's each year Dirk rises up the list. That's his career change. What I bring up Dirk? I don't know why the fuck I brought up Dirk. But I don't know. This is what it is. It's your boy Rooster. Anything else I added? Go check out my other channel, other shit, other things, whatever. I'm done. Wake your ass up. The water's never sleep, baby.